Your bags look so hot.
Jack.
No, so the thing is, school volleyball ends at 6, so I can make it for sure. But as soon as I found out my tour schedule, which is from November through like May, and if it's
I think I got a voice match.
Listen to it.
Why?
Yes,
Is it from you?
No, it's from
that's all you need to know?
Oh, I heard it. No pregame. She's so tailgate or whatever.
And then
It's funny. I'm sure the game is like
Yes. The seniors are debating on whether or not we should boycott pep assembly, boycott the game, stay for the game, but go over to the other side. Walk out of the pep assembly, walk out of the game, or just go to everything and just tailgate at Purple Park. It's a whole thing.
Wait. You guys should boycott the game.
No, we probably, but like also it's the homecoming game, so we're mixed feelings about everything.
Sweet. There's Chris Hansen. Oh, like he's outside.
Is he supposed to sit here?
No, it's cool. It's cool. And then, Grace, have you heard from Morgan?
I think she's here.
Okay.
No.
Hello. Got the crew.
I honestly don't. I get it like
I was like,
okay, I get it like twice a week or something, which like I don't know. Yeah, but I guess like it's my third or fourth meeting of the day, so I'm just like okay, I need coffee. Yeah. Plus they like just really serve fall drinks and stuff. So I don't know why not.
Oh, did you? The lunch right here is so good.
Yeah, that's like
That's the best one.
Because I was coming.
They make the best.
Because I met the family. You like gave me contact. Yeah, you came to their house. Yeah.
Good show.
Are you gonna babysit?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Like, take it to
Oh, good. How much is she gonna pay you? You know?
I don't know. I think she's so like cool. It's like
I do. Maybe everybody.
$20 like total. So I was like,
Awesome. Hey, we don't have an official chair, so I'm going to just call this meeting to order here. Could I have one of you volunteer tonight to take notes? Anybody good at that? There you go. You need a pen.
Connor.
Making up for lost ground.
Yeah, just find the first white piece of paper. Hey, Morgan.
Oh, your handwriting?
Wow. So right now, just so you guys know, we don't have a chairperson. We'll do elections next week. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm sorry?
next month.
Next month? Okay. Yeah, sorry. We only meet once a month. And we'll talk about that too tonight. We do have one of our co-chairs here. Actually, this will all change too, but Kendall's a co-chair. JD, who will be here a little bit later, is also a co-chair. We lost our co-chair, or our chair and our secretary, so we'll get to all that. Here's a quick rundown of what we're doing tonight. We're going to do a welcome to new members and doing a quick introduction. We're going to review August events. We're going to do a little bit of a Superior Youth Leadership Council orientation and conversation. That's mainly so that we can be ready to do our work plan next month. So it's just creating a base, a foundation, so we know what we do and how we do it. And then we'll talk about leadership and elections and how that's going to go next month. And then the last thing on our calendar is Chili Fest, which is coming up this Saturday. And just going to get a little bit of a who's going to be around and how you guys can help. Is that cool? Any questions? All right. Well, first of all, let's say congratulations to all of you that got reappointed this last time. Kendall, JD, Casson, Zoe, Grace, Morgan, Aston, Alexander, Alex, Connor, Jordan, and Tyler. This is the official resolution. You can pass that around and see it. This is what the town is Superior. Then we also want to welcome Jasmine and Paxton and Corbin. They're all here, right? Yes. And then Sarah as well. But Sarah will be appointed either next week, right? On the 11th. So she is also joining. Some other ones that are joining, Trisha and Trini, Samasun Dharam. Am I pronouncing that right?
Wait, can I see it?
They're tennis players at Peak Peak.
Wait, where?
Oh, sorry, down here.
Oh no.
You know?
What's it?
And then Michael Liao, is that how you pronounce it? That's right. And then Ari Mondro, he just turned in his application. And for you that just signed up, Jasmine, Paxton, and Corbin, this is your official thing. You guys can pass that around and see all the cool official Town of Trustee Board, or Town of Superior Board of Trustees. There you go. This is Chris Hansen over here, by the way, and he's our trustee liaison. He's here to guide us, to direct us on things, and give us an overall perspective of what's going on as far as the town. He's kind of the Yoda of the group. So if you want wisdom in reverse order of wording, you get it from Chris. So that's cool. You know how Yoda says stuff? Weird. Just, yeah. Yoda. He's Yoda. So let's go around the circle real quick. Tell us your name, where you go to school, grade, and then what? One other thing, huh?
Favorite ice cream.
Your favorite ice cream. Did we do that one? Okay. Name, school grade, favorite flavor of ice cream.
Favorite animal. What? Yeah, favorite animal.
Favorite flavor of animal.
Oh.
It's like your favorite meat.
Like.
Yeah, okay. Let's just stick with ice cream.
Okay.
Go ahead, Laura.
My name's Laura. I'm a junior at Fairview, and my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
I'm Soha. I'm also a junior at Fairview, and I like chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'm Audrey, and I'm also a junior at Fairview, and I like mint chocolate chip.
I'm Paxton. I'm a junior at Monarch, and my favorite flavor is cookies and cream.
I'm Jordan. I'm a freshman at Monarch, and my favorite ice cream is Rocky Road.
I'm Tyler. I'm a freshman at Monarch, and my favorite ice cream is cookie dough.
My name's Jack. I'm a freshman at Monarch, and my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
Wait, you're in high
My name's
school?
Connor. I'm a junior at Monarch, and my
cool.
favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
I'm Aston. I'm a senior at Monarch, and my favorite ice cream is cookie dough.
I'm Alexander. I'm a
Hi,
senior.
Alexander.
I'm a senior at Monarch, and my favorite flavor of ice cream is Moose Tracks.
Oh, good call.
I'm Corbin. I'm a senior at Monarch High School, and it's probably cookies and cream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sarah. I'm a junior at Fairview, and I like strawberry.
I'm Morgan. I'm a senior at Monarch. I gotta say mint chocolate chip.
My name's Jasmine. I'm a sophomore at Fairview, and my favorite flavor is cookie dough.
I'm Grace. I'm a senior at Monarch. My favorite flavor is fish food.
What?
It's a thing. It's like has
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's fish food. It has like chocolate, it's like chocolate fish and marshmallows and caramel and chocolate ice cream. It's great. Recommend it.
So you should like sprinkle fish food on ice cream.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. No, I was babysitting some kids and I was like, oh yeah, my favorite flavor of ice cream is fish food, and they're like, ew, fish food. I'm like, no, it's not even like I don't know why you guys even would think that. Okay.
My name is Zoe. I'm a senior at Monarch, and my favorite flavor is a classic chocolate.
Classic.
Classic Zoe.
Okay, I'm Kendall. I'm a senior at Monarch, and mine is chocolate malt crunch.
Calvin Cologne, no grade. No school.
Rite Aid.
What was it?
Like Rite Aid, yeah.
Rite Aid brand ice cream.
Rite Aid.
That, like my favorite ice cream of all the ice creams. Isn't that weird?
Mine is world-class chocolate from Baskin Robbins. Have you ever had that one? It's like a mix of white chocolate and chocolate chocolate.
Yeah, seriously,
So good.
world class chocolate.
World
Sorry,
class.
Zoe.
That's right, classic and then world class.
World class.
Yeah. Our first item to discuss is our events from this last little season. Some of you that are new, you can listen in and just know some of the stuff. What we're looking for is just feedback and different things that have gone on. The first one was Community Storytime, our last one in August. Any feedback on that? Any thoughts about that event that you'd like to share, those who were there?
Overall, it's a really good concept for an event. And we've had some really successful ones over the years and some not so successful. So I think if we actually, like if we do it next year, we should set it up with specific daycares to make sure that they're going to be there, because the ones that those kids all come to are by far the best. And then the ones that we just kind of like mention it to them or like don't reach out to them are not nearly as good.
Yeah. Cool. Anybody else? Thank you, Kendall. All right, the next one was the end of the year celebration. We had dinner at Brunelleschi's, and then we went to the Rockies game. What's the feedback from that event?
I love that. Yeah, it was. Although it was a little boring, not gonna lie, it was just super fun hanging out with everybody, and like I knew everybody who was there, and so we all just got to hang out for the last time, and it was really nice.
Yeah. I think we should do more team bonding stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe make it like, I don't know, if we can do like quarterly kind of thing. Just because it's nice to all go out together, and we have a budget that we never really spend. So we might as well. Like, here's what I mean. Like, we should at least like use it to our benefit if we can. And we don't have to do something like as extravagant as going to Denver every time, but it was fun.
Yeah, Claudia said that it was her favorite thing that she did ever in Colorado.
Really?
So I think that attests to
Claudia was
Guys were confused.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she loved it so much. She thought it was the most American thing ever. So I think it was good.
Yeah. Somebody else? Another big thank you to Coach Hansen for getting all that together for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do it again. The last one was the barbecue and volleyball recruiting party, and some of you new people were actually there. So, feedback on that event. What do you guys think? Can we do better? What was great?
Too many bees eating our food.
No bees next year. Write that down.
I think it would have been better if we didn't do it on the school night, because a lot of people wanted to come but had like conflicts. So yeah.
Wasn't it 2 hours long?
We did 5 to 7 was the time.
And we ended about like 6:30. I feel like.
Yeah, maybe we could make it like an hour and a half next year, because I feel like 2 hours is like a lot more of a commitment in people's minds. If they read the posters, they're like, oh, I don't know. If you chop a little bit off, people are like, that's a lot better.
Cool. What else?
What kind of outreach did we do for it again? We had those flyers, but where did we put them?
Well, everything went out social media, so everybody kind of got the little JPEG, and I think everybody's sent that out. Some people, Audrey and JD, went to the middle schools and got them to counselors or.
It was really weird. They're like, I like talked to the front office. I'm like, hey, I have these. Can I put them around? And they're like, no. I was like, okay. And they're like, oh, we don't have time for that. Like, you can go like tape them on. So I just like got some tapes and like put them up on the halls. But then some people like said they took them down. So I tried.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
We could also try to do that. Same thing with high schools next year.
Yeah.
But if they let us, it's weird.
It was weird.
We could even, I know we have those like yard poster things. I don't know. We didn't do that for this, right?
We didn't. Little yard signs. That it really worked for the kickball tournament.
Yeah.
And by the way, the town, as far as the feedback from Parks and Rec and the people that put on the 4th of July, they were like, kickball tournament was awesome. So they were thinking about, do we do it again or do we not do it again? And everybody's like, we've got to do it again now. It was so great. So that'll probably be on our work plan at some point too. Any other feedback on the barbecue? Awesome. The next thing we're going to talk about, and this is probably where we're going to spend the majority of our time tonight, is just an orientation about who we are and what we're doing. And I want it to be a little bit of a conversation. We're going to talk about responsibilities and all of that stuff. Let me pass this around first. These are Superior Youth Leadership Council requirements and responsibilities. And if you can get one of those to Mr. Hansen, that would be awesome. And then this is going to tell you a little bit about just what is required of us. Once everybody gets that. Awesome. Could somebody read requirements? Requirements. Anybody? Thank you. Nice and loud and proud.
Superior Youth Leadership Council members must be residents of the town of Superior in grades 8 through 12.
SYLC members must submit an application and participate in an interview. Upon appointment, members are to serve a 2-year term showing commitment and consistency in the council.
Excellent. Does that make sense? Pretty straightforward. How about responsibilities? Anybody want to read that one? Thank you.
Attend and actively participate in a monthly meeting. Participate and provide leadership in SYLC programming and events throughout their term. Monthly meetings will occur at Town Hall on the first Wednesday of every month from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Programs, community service, and events happen throughout the year at various times.
Awesome. Any questions about that?
Oh, I thought you were going to read the next one.
I was going to do that. Beaver.
Yeah.
Cool. And then somebody just read our attendance policy, just so everybody's familiar.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Council members may be removed from the council upon 4 meetings absence throughout the year, or 2 consecutive meeting absences. If a member reaches the maximum absences and is removed from the council, the member may appeal to the other members of council during a meeting to remain in the group. Members must notify the staff liaison, Kevin, 24 hours prior to the meeting if they will be absent for the absent to be excused.
Awesome. Any questions about any of this? Okay. All of you are familiar with it. You've read it before. We just wanted to kind of put it out officially in a meeting so that everybody's just reminded of it. There's going to be a ton of different, conflicts that you'll come into. Just let us know and you'll be okay. If you don't let us know, then the council has the right to vote you off. So just be around, participate, and not just in the meetings, but in all the different things that we plan. Just be around. It's pretty easy. Just participate, be a participant, an active participant. Awesome. So I'm going to have a little conversation with you guys, and you guys help me out. Here's the first question, all right? Are you ready for this? Who gets to be on this council? You read, this is like a quiz. Who gets to be on this council?
Residents of the town of Superior, grades 8 through 12.
Excellent.
Is this
And
open note?
Huh?
Is this an open note?
Yes, you can. Look at your notes. I want you to know that all of you get to do this. You don't have to do this. You get to do this. And so not only is it a privilege, it's a great honor, that you were selected, appointed by the board to be a part of this. And nobody's twisting your arm to do it. You get to do this. And so I would hope that when you come, you participate in a way that you feel like, man, this is a privilege and an honor that I get to be a part of this, and that you give us all of you, So I think that would be great. What is the focus of the Superior Youth Council, if you guys were to talk about that? Here's the notes so you guys can cheat. If you guys were to say, what is the focus?
Contributing to the Superiors. Their service.
I don't know if the single get this.
Focusing on activities,
Right.
education, and communication to enforce Superior's youth. Good job.
Powers are just coming to you.
From reading this and just from what you know of the council, what do you think is the focus of our group?
Providing a voice for Superior's youth.
Okay, a voice for youth. All right. What else?
Service.
Yep. Service.
Representation.
Mm-hmm. We are the youth voice not only for the youth, but for this council too, or this board. There's some things that we may want to bring up to this board, so we represent the youth to this town government. What else?
Advising.
Mm-hmm. This year we're going to try to get more involved in that, and so our chairperson will be working directly with Trustee Hanson to kind of think about what areas we can advise in, what would be appropriate for us to advise in as we go. What else? Is that it?
Providing feedback.
Yeah. Providing feedback. Anything else? Cool. So let's talk about this a little bit. How is it that we do this? How does that actually work out? How are we a voice for youth in the community? And this is not a set answer. This is, what do you guys think being a voice for our community, for the youth of our community is all about?
Forward looking to us for answers and issues.
Mm-hmm.
Helped out with the park.
What else? What does it mean to be a voice for the youth? Superior.
Maybe getting everyone involved in the community.
Yeah. Yeah, we may be the mouthpiece of everything that's going on in the town to Superior Youth, getting people more involved in the community. What else? Anything else for voice? What does it mean to be a service council? What does that mean for you guys?
Helping out the community.
Helping? What else? What does service mean for you guys?
Volunteering.
I mean, it is a non-paid deal. I mean, it's just out of the goodness of your hearts that you're not only sitting here, but then giving back to our community in a lot of different ways. That's great. What else?
Putting on our own stuff.
Say it again.
Putting on our own stuff.
Yeah. Events. Superior Youth Leadership Council events. Yeah. So I'm going to add just to our focus maybe programming, because there are some events and some things that we do for the town that are Youth Leadership Council specific. How about this last little piece? Representation, advising, and feedback. How do you think that works out? You know, what are the things that you guys would think we need to, just off the top of your head, that are important for you to represent, advise, and provide feedback on? No wrong answers here. Does this feel too much like school? You guys are like, I just did this for 8 hours. What would you guys think on that one?
Just like speaking your mind, even if you think it's a small change or something that couldn't be approved.
I like about what you said about improving. Yeah, I mean, speaking your mind can be negative or positive. And I think we're here to be a positive voice for the youth of our community. So speaking our mind means about improving things, not just about bashing things. That's really good. Thanks for adding that into the deal. Anything else on that one? All right. If you were to, so that's our focus. Remember that all of this is going to then inform us next time when we do our work plan. So whenever you think about events, when you think about engagement, you have to think about it through this grid. Is it providing a voice? Is it about service? Is it about providing a feedback and advising to our board representation? Is it programming that actually benefits the youth of Superior? Okay? Let's do this. What are our tasks? What is it that we do? And this is more tangible. Like, if you were to say, what do we do? What would you say? We've talked about some of that.
Put on events.
Yep. Events.
Advise.
Advise. Good.
Communicate.
That's right. Good.
volunteer.
Volunteer? Good. What are we doing here? Yeah. Yeah. We could call this collaboration. You know, we're coming together. A lot of us from different schools, different places. We're collaborating together, meeting together for the good of the community, for the good of you. Anything else that we tangibly do?
Have fun.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's, wow. Whoa.
This is not his first rodeo.
Awesome. Awesome. What would you guys say our commitment level is? How would you describe that in your own words?
Are we talking like a 1 to 10 scale?
Sure.
I would say like probably a 7.
It's 10 like the highest.
Okay.
No, I
That's good. So you're saying it's a considerable amount of commitment.
Can you do like a 7.5? That's just like
7 to 7.5.
Okay, yeah.
On a 1 to 10. How else would you describe the commitment to this group? From what you've read and from what you think.
Participating in everything.
That's good. Yeah. And half the battle is showing up. You know, be here. And then once you're here, engage. Just go for it. Be who you were made to be. Here. Anything else? Once a month meeting? That's actually, yeah, you guys understand. Yeah. And then participating. And that, when the work plan comes together, we'll know where we're participating. You don't have to participate in everything, but I think a good 7.5 out of 10 is a good way to gauge it, all right? All right. What does participation look like? All right. Let's talk about that. What does that look like?
Helping however we need to, like however we're asked to.
volunteering.
I'm going to put availability. What else? What does participation look like?
Sharing your input.
Yep. Very good.
You just did.
What else? What does participation look like?
Listening to others.
That's really good. You got to start for that one. That's huge because we have so many opinions around the table. It's really important for us to be open to the opinions of others so that then we can collaborate to put the best opinion of the group. It's a bunch of I's around the table, right? But at the end, we have to come up with a we answer. And so that's part of the deal. So listening is huge. What else?
Being open to new ideas.
Excellent. What else? Anything else? Okay. Let's talk about leadership. What does leadership in a group like this look like? You know, I'm taking you on a little journey here, but now turn your eyes to this new tree that we're passing on the journey. It's called leadership. What does it look like for a group like this?
Helping others speak up.
That's good. I call that advocacy. Like you're advocating for other people. Like, could you tell us more about that? You know, like we need your opinion, Laura. Yeah, go ahead.
Knowing when to take a step forward and knowing when to take a step back.
Huh.
Kind of like knowing
How do you
the
say
balance.
that? The balance. That's like the force.
Balance.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Keeping
see,
everyone
N is
on
balancing.
track.
It's all an image. The N is balancing on the other letters. The push and pull.
Keeping everyone on track.
That's good. Stay on track.
Being organized.
Organized.
Doing what's best for the group.
Oh, that's a long one. What else? What does leadership look like in a group like this? What kind of leader would you follow in a group like this?
Someone who's confident?
Confidence.
Someone who's positive and actually makes it fun to be there.
Bubble letters this time. Positive and fun. What?
A little heart, but it looks positive.
Aww.
Okay.
Sorry.
It looks like a heart.
Yeah. So are you saying they should be loving?
Sure.
Love. All right. Yeah, good-hearted. I mean, you know. What else
They
is
should be
good?
committed.
Committed. Very good. Anything else?
Can't see.
All right. Can I keep on coming this way?
Yeah, I'll keep moving this way.
How do we do this work? And then by this I mean, what is the texture of our work? How do we go about it? What characterizes the way we work and the way we move and the way we lead and the way we participate? Does that make sense? Like one of the examples I would say is we do it with excellence. Does that make sense? We do it well. And then, can I write that one up there? We don't do things half-hearted. We go all the way. What else? What would you say is the how of how we do this work that we do here?
Follow through with our plans.
Yeah.
I think we're respectful for the places where we're having it or the people we're doing it with.
I really like that.
By being genuine.
And it's, I'm going to put here and there, right? We're respectful in this group, and then when we do our stuff out there, we bring respect everywhere. Who was that?
Being genuine.
Genuine, yeah. How else do we do this?
Through teamwork. Through teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Anything else? So this gives you a little bit of the how. You know, when you show up, let's try to be excellent. Let's follow through. Let's be respectful here and there. Let's be genuine, authentic, maybe honest, you know. And let's play as a team. I think those are great. Really good. I'll take a picture of this and we'll add the picture to the
Oh, I already wrote all it down.
Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. All right, last one. What do we get out of this? What do you get out of this? What does the group get out of this? What does our community get out of this? What do we get out of this? Besides hours on our little resume that we send into our college transcripts. What do we get out of this? Is that the only reason you're here?
No, I'm trying to word it.
Yeah.
Like,
Your next one.
One of the reasons why I joined was to help out my community. Yeah, that's the right word. I don't know.
Get more involved.
Yeah, get more involved.
Contribute.
Did I hear contribute?
Yeah.
Meeting new people.
Yeah. Really. What else? What do we get out of this?
Fun going to events and being able to set it up.
I don't know another way to write fun.
Exclamation point.
So just the planning.
It's like nice being able to like be a part of the event instead of always just running to them. And, like,
That's good. So yeah, that's
Which one? Oh, the first one. It's like exclamation point.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
cool. Somebody else? What do you get out of this?
Leadership experience?
Good. What else? Is that it? Anything else that we get out of this?
I think the town gets a lot of experience out of what they do.
Mm.
When you guys come up with new ideas and we implement like kickball tournaments and other events, the town sees what happens. And if it works, great, we'll do it again in the future because we've got the experience on it. But if it doesn't work, we learn from that. So I think the board and town staff gets a lot of experience on what they do.
Learning even, right? Learning. And that's for us too. I mean, we're learning all kinds of new skills or practicing different skills, communication, speaking in public, planning, preparing, creative thinking, all of that stuff. There's a bunch. Anything else? Cool. So if you look at that, I mean, I want you to think about this, and I'll send out these notes out to you guys. But this is then the grid of when we come to our work plan, when we actually start asking ourselves, what do we do? Like, what do we actually put on the calendar? And we think about these things, our focus, our task, how we participate, how we actually do our work, how leadership and commitment look like, and then what we get out of this. Not just for us, but also what we get to give out of this. Does that all make sense? Is there anything, if you were to say, hey, this council is about this, or this is really important about what we do, what else would you add to this? Anything else that you would say, this is so important, I can't believe we didn't put it on there? Okay. So that's our little grid, and we'll come back to that over and over again. We'll ask the question when somebody throws out an idea, well, does that meet our focus? Are we doing that with with the texture of how we do? Everybody welcome JD to the house. Awesome. Look at that sheet of paper that I showed you here. This is the official charge from the Board of Trustees for us, okay? Could somebody read that for us? That gives you a little bit of texture. This is the official language that's on the resolution that was given to that.
SYLC is charged with the following duties: supporting and providing a voice for Superior's youth, contributing to the Superior community through service, focusing on activities, education, and communication to and for Superior's youth, representing youth interests within the town, and providing feedback and information about youth needs and interests.
Cool. We'll use this as our grid for our work plan and try to go down through there and say, is this represented in our work plan? Is this represented in our work plan? Is this represented in our work plan? So that way we cover all of our bases and everything's there. So we can't say we do a lot of service activities, but we do nothing for leadership. We do a lot for the voice of the community, but we don't do any events. So we'll find a balanced plan. By next week, hopefully we'll have youth leadership, and this will be yours to do. Chris Hansen and myself will just be on the side helping to guide you, but we really want this to be yours. So this will be probably the most that you'll hear me talk. After this meeting, we hope to really give it to you guys. Is that cool? Because it's your council. All right, so that's that. Any questions about any of that stuff? That stuff on the board or this stuff on the paper? as far as requirements, responsibilities, our focus, who we are, what we're about. Questions, comments? Anybody scared? Concerns? Snide remarks? Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys for participating. That's a really good board of information right there. Good work. Next on our agenda is a little bit of leadership orientation. Let me pass around this. Could you give that to the trustee? Pass those around. If you have any extras, could I have one too? Sorry.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, we do.
Thank you. Traditionally, this council has been led by a chairperson, two co-chair people, a secretary, and that's been the leadership. The chairman leads the council. The co-chairs were basically, willing to fill in when the chairperson was out, and then the secretary would take notes and keep communications going. This next round, we're going to try something a little bit different. Same style, chair, co-chair, and secretary, but we're going to give the co-chairs a little bit more focus so they have a little bit more work to do in between instead of just sitting around and waiting for their chance to lead the meeting. So let's go through these real quick. Could somebody read the chairperson's job description? Anybody? Thank you.
Provides overall leadership for the group, keeps council meetings on track, facilitates discussion among council members, works with staff liaison on meeting agendas, works with staff liaison to provide development and learning experiences for the council, works with trustee liaison on exploring issues Superior Youth Leadership Council could advise the Town of Superior Board of Trustees.
Okay. Next week, or next month rather, we'll have elections. I know, I'm sorry. I want to meet more often. I want to see you guys every week. No. This person will be elected next week. Month.
So this
Scratch that from the notes. Next month. Next month. Okay, good. Any questions about this position?
That's pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward? Okay. The new wrinkles on this position will be a little bit more interaction with our trustee liaison to figure out what the board is doing and how we can move there. And I can facilitate that too in the middle of that. But everything else is pretty much the overall leadership of this group. All right? Somebody read the co-chairperson with a communication focus job description.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Maintains a steady flow of information and media to the council. Manages all social media and communication channels. Involves council members in all communications and promotions. Fulfills the duties of a chairperson when the chairperson is not available for meetings and events. This duty is shared with the co-chairperson for events and community service.
Cool. Any questions on that one? We all actually, by the way, share social media. So everybody can post, everybody can be a part of it, but this person will kind of make sure that that stream is steady and going, along with everything else that we do. Any questions about this one?
Again, pretty straightforward.
Very nice. All right, co-chairperson of events and community service. Who wants to read that one? Somebody from that side of the room. Thank you.
Maintains calendar of all events and community service opportunities, is the point person for establishing subcommittees. Along with the chairperson, helps to see all events and community service to completion, fulfills the duties of the chairperson when the chairperson is not available for meetings and events. This duty is shared with the co-chairperson of communications.
Cool. Any questions on that one? Subcommittees would be kind of like when we do kickball. We usually don't do it as a whole council. We'll get a subset of people to go and really tackle that event. And so we'll do that along the way. We don't do that for every event or every community service event, but we may need to from time to time. All right, any questions? Awesome. And then finally the secretary, who wants to read that one?
Keeps updated contact list, takes accurate notes at all meetings, delegates this task when absent, and distributes notes to council members, edits notes, and sends them to the staff liaison for posting on the Town of Superior website.
Cool. I don't know if you guys know this, but our agendas for every meeting and our notes for every meeting are posted on the website for the town for the community to see. And so traditionally the staff liaison has done that for the council, and I'll continue to do that because you guys can't get on the web or in our website. But our secretary will take a lot more responsibility in making sure they're doing what Soha's doing tonight, getting accurate notes, making sure those are typed up, and then I'll post them for us. There may be some possibilities for that person to play around on some of that stuff too, but we'll see about that.
Do we still post all of the videos?
That's right. So right now we are being recorded. Actually, this is live. Yeah, say hello. This is actually live on like a 2-minute, 5-minute delay or something like that. And and then yes, it's posted. So that's posted too. But that's not. We don't have any responsibility for that. The town does that for us. They take care of all of that for us.
Why do we have no treasurer?
Because we don't. We tried that the first year and that did not work because there was nothing. We don't use our budget that often, so it's not really necessary to be.
And you still have to go through all the town channels. And
Yeah.
It's harder for a student to do that stuff. Like we wouldn't probably give you a credit card to do stuff.
No, not at all.
So that's part of the reason I'm here, is to help facilitate that kind of stuff.
Someone should be in charge of bringing snacks every time.
Every time we rotate it.
Co-chairperson of nutrition.
Each time. We used to do sign-ups for it. Yeah, we did.
Kevin, also I think this isn't a dry erase marker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll figure out a way. We'll never forget it.
Kevin, it'll come off with rubbing alcohol. Is that a permanent marker? No. Oh, it'll come off with rubbing alcohol. I'm pretty sure.
We'll get that. Awesome.
It's funny.
Well, that is. So not to get off track, I think that was a great idea. If somebody wants to create a sign-up sheet, we can figure out that stuff next month for snacks. That'd be a great thing. That'd be a great thing. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about how this is going to work. If you want to be in any one of these positions, what you must do is between now and next month is prepare a short little speech where you would say to this council, you'll be up here addressing the council on why you want to be, whatever role that it is that you want to be, and what you think you bring to that role, all right? Why and what you bring. If you want to go a little bit more around some other topics, that's fine. But it needs to be probably between, depending on how many people, want to do that, probably no more than 5 minutes. All right, so it's got to be a short, to the point speech, passionate and emboldened to get yourself elected. All right, so between now and then, if you can think about it and then email me that you would like to be a possibility for one of these people. In the agenda for next time, I will post all of that in there, all the people that we'll be listening from, and then we'll show up next month. We'll listen to all of that, and then we'll do a little bit of secret ballot for each one of these positions. If there's a tie, we'll vote again. All right? Any questions on that? Awesome. So that is how that is going to move. Any other questions about any of this? Beautiful. We are moving right along. The last thing that we're going to talk about tonight is the Superior Chili Fest. It happens this Saturday. It's from 2 to 6. It's a great opportunity for us to get started in the year with a bang of just service. We have a lot of volunteers from the town that are going to be a part of this. They'll be wearing green shirts. We'll be wearing our cool youth leadership shirts as modeled by Jasmine. If you don't have one of those shirts, we have a box here of shirts. Please grab one before you go. They're free to you. Well, yes, they're free to you. And what I need to know tonight is who can be there and what times you can be there. Again, it's 2 to 6 on Saturday, and you can do a shift of 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours. I mean, you can come the whole time if you want to. We also have on Saturday morning a setup team. You can come to that, or Friday morning we also have setup people that are available from 10 to noon that we'd love to get you in. If you know tonight, I'd love to know so I can go ahead and plug you in. If you need a day to go check your calendars and make sure everything's cool with parents and all that stuff, that's cool too. I'll send out a group me deal to get final feedback. But it'd be great to hear a yay or a nay from everybody, okay? All right? Anybody know that you can come?
For like a part of it?
For a part or a whole, let's just get participation right now. So Laura, Soha, Audrey, Tyler, Aston, Alex,
Are you going at some cars?
JD, Jasmine. Jasmine, you're already signed up, right?
Yeah.
Grace. All right. And then let me go back around the circle. What hours can you work, Laura?
Me, Tia, and Leah, which are here doing.
Okay. Soha, what do you think?
What time's the morning one again?
The early morning on Saturdays, 8 to 10:30.
I can do 2 to 4. Or 2 to 5. Is that okay? It's like half. Okay.
Yeah.
I just can't do 6.
I can do the whole thing.
Okay. Tyler?
I might be able to do 3 to 4 or 3 to 5.
3 to 4 or 5? Aston?
I can do 4 to whatever.
4 to 6?
There's a cleanup or whatever.
There is a cleanup, so can you stay till the whole thing is cleaned up? So that would be till 7:30.
Okay. Yeah.
Is Monarch Homecoming
Yeah, it's
Saturday?
this weekend.
It is Saturday.
Oh.
Come on, it's your senior year.
Alex.
You too, go your year. Come on.
4:30, 4:30.
JD, are you not going?
I'm doing a morning shift.
Okay.
JD?
I can do 8 to 10:30 that morning.
Okay. Jasmine.
2 to 6.
Oh, you already, I got you. Okay, you'll be there. Oh, because there's lots of going on. It's ACT Day.
ACT, Chili Fest, Monarch Homecoming.
Monarch Homecoming. All right, cool. Everybody else, please get back to me, let's say by tomorrow. Check your schedules and let me know what you can do. 1 hour is great.
On Friday, what are the times on Friday?
On Friday, it's at 10 to 12.
School.
2.5 hour block.
Oh, okay. Can I do like 10:45 to 11:45?
Yeah. Thanks, Zoe.
Do you have 2 up periods?
That's awesome.
Do you have your schedule with you?
Cool.
Yeah.
They have it on the back of our ID cards.
Let's go, yo.
Low-key.
Your ID's passing through school or is that just folder?
That's the folder.
They're gonna do that.
I don't know why they go.
For some reason.
Such a pain.
You guys do like 4 MIP
Yeah,
Alright.
in the car.
So,
What'd you make?
I think that may be it. Oh, one last thing. There is a Group Me app for all of you that are new. and it's based on a phone number. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'd love for you to be on that. It's our best way to communicate to everybody. So if you could, if you're new, if you could see Soha before the end of the meeting or after we end here and get into that group. And that, I mean, we'll send agendas through that, all our multimedia through that. I mean, that's how we communicate. Make sure your notifications are on so you can see what's going on. Excuse me. All right. Anything else? Any other business or any other things that we need to discuss before we adjourn tonight? Early.
Very early.
Yeah, usually we go all the way to late. Tonight's a little bit different.
Well, we can stay and clean the board.
Well, that's right. That may take a couple of
There's
hours.
spray right there. Maybe
Yeah, that spray might work.
Spray it on it now and then let it sit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got all that, Soha, right?
Yeah, okay.
Anything else? All right, we're officially adjourned.
Take it for notes. My handwriting's so good.
Thank you guys for being here.
Duties. Yo, hit me up with the
So, Paxton, Corbin, Jasmine, Sarah, if you guys can send that to
That's crazy.
Okay.
You know,
All right, thank you. And so does Jack?
Yeah, I also. I don't know. I got scheduled.
No, they have a meeting tomorrow morning, so they'll leave. If you don't want your papers thrown in recyclable.
I just opened it up. So I might not be able to roll to Saturday. So if I can't get out of it, I'm literally just looking at
I'll keep you looking at for some reason.
Yeah, I heard about all the MIP. So I've been asking him. Hi. Hi. So I've been showing up to them. And they want
Wait, are there any more?
I thought they were just stopping.
And then Corbin.
Okay, group meeting.
All right, she's got the group meeting thing. Oh, yeah.
JD added me.
Oh, JD added you already? Hey guys, we've got to keep the tables down. They have a meeting tomorrow morning. It's great to meet you. Welcome. Glad that you're here. I like the sentiment asked. Yes.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
The next possibility is the 25th of September. Can you check that out and see if that's a possibility?
Yes. I'm going to finish my Chick-fil-A.
Is this on?
It is a Monday. It'll be the same time before.
It's on.
Or all of your Mondays.
Yeah. So type in.
Okay. Then we could probably figure out a different way.
Max Press, and then
let me talk to the town.
Earlier, so later on Monday maybe?
Okay, what time could you do?
Before 5:30?
Should I
Before
put a bookmark
5:30?
here?
Or after 8:30?
Let me write that down.
Oh, it's just a. Where is the bookmark? It's under.
I know where is it. It's,
You don't?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My dad, you just put it on like
I love graph paper.
I know. So you said before 5:30 or after 8:45 on a Monday. All right. This is for the appointment.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I'll check it out, and if they can't do it at that time, not at all. It shouldn't be a problem. We're really glad you're here. Awesome.
Where's the responsibility?
Sweet.
Why did you get MIP?
Yeah, let's grab all those papers, the extra ones, and we can
Microphones?
recycle. Yeah, we can turn off microphones.
It's super to see
convenient of them to put those markers here.
It's dumb. Walkout's not gonna do it. It worked.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Okay.
More than the red light.
Look, it's Alex.
Hey, Alec, you made it. Hey, you
Okay, that's all right, man. Thanks for it's fine that they're gonna try to walk out. It's just gonna make admin more upset. That's the thing.
I'll send you all
They don't
those.
care.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's just like, don't do that, please.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
Boy, can't think that. No one makes it. No one cares if they boycott the game.
We covered a lot of them.
Okay,
That's the thing. Like, oh, straight.
I have the ACT.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, it's from 2 to 6.
2 to 6.
It's later in the afternoon.
Okay, I think I can do that. I have homecoming tonight.
Okay.
So
Let's just check it out.
I can do Chili Fest for.
If you even do it now, or if you wanted to come by.
I'll see if I can swing by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great, Alex. All right. See you, Soha. Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
All right. See ya.
Just in time. Just a little request. You guys wait like 10 to 15 minutes before walking out. Gotta get some good photos for the yearbook.
So, oh yeah.
What exactly can't we do?
Well, so some people were kicked out of homecoming, like they're not allowed to go.
Like the kids who got ejected from the game apparently aren't being allowed to go to homecoming. Which is kind of weird that they can like just send them out of the game and then this week, later in the week, like call them back and be like, also, by the way.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, there's more.
One more chair on that
I think they have to understand that we are high schoolers, and that's gonna happen. I don't even know what happened at the football game.
Tailgate, we can't have food, we can't bring it back.
We could never bring backpacks though.
I'm gonna bring food anyway.
We weren't allowed to last year, for sure, I know that. If you want to hear the voicemail, what is this from Amanda? What is it?
I don't know if it actually had sound.
No, it did. Like, she also no, but it does have the whole.
Is it like a voice message from admin?
The new principal being like, we're not having a tailgate or like you can't loiter in the parking lot before.
Oh, is it an actual voice message?
Yes.
Yeah, he sent him. Okay, so we had our first football game last Friday at St. Forest, since that's our home field, and there were quite a few kids who got in trouble and who got kicked out of the game for being too rowdy. And so now they're doing our tailgates before.
I don't know, dude.
And they're
The principal is
like,
such a good guy, though.
He is. He's been so
Such a
nice.
good. He coached the soccer team for our first
Oh,
3
yeah.
games. Like we've been with him all summer now.
You can have a.
We straight helped him move into his house. Like, and he's so nice.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why people were upset about that. I think it's because all the good people like Jacob Center and all those people weren't going to make varsity. Because Jacob's always said the dumbest things in practice, and coach hated him for it. And so he wasn't going to put him on varsity. So I'm sure they all complained. Him, Nate Ricker, and then the bunch of parents complained. Apparently, yeah.
Like, admin's not gonna care if people walk out of the assembly. It's just like.
I'm not going to care if people walk out of
Of
the
the
game.
game, no, they're not gonna care. Like, honestly, just the like, I don't know, the people, like the leaders of the class just meet with the principal and admin just have to talk to them. Like, I'm friends with Steve, like I can talk to Steve just fine.
No, and knowing Mr. Anderson, he won't care.
They won't
at all.
know.
Like, no matter what they do, he won't care.
Oh my God.
He might have been. Who knows?
That must be removed.
Hey, God, he raised pretty easily though. That's funny though.
That's funny how it discovered, mid-meeting.
Can I get a ride? Football game? No, there's no football game. There's football game on Friday. Oh, it's not Thursday. We have a Frisbee game. Oh, we do. We're a home game now. Yeah. You need a ride to a home game? Oh, it's at the sports complex.
Wait, is Jack Jai playing also?
Yeah. He is, really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Jacob played last time. Well, the guy on Boulder, he wear like, just like floral board shorts. Oh, Don Barber. Yeah. He had like. People are freaking out. They have one more sick day. The man just said he's taking away our human rights. To not tailgate and have a smoke out.
That's not true. No, but.
Everybody here has a shirt?
Oh, yeah. No.
Sorry, we can get out of here.
Yeah, we can
get
leave.
out of your hair. We're really.
I'll walk you to the wall.
Okay, but I'm like an executive senior senate and Carol
I'm sure there is.
emailed Anderson to meet with him. So like we'll meet with him and talk to him. So like
Just like that.
yeah. Just talk to him. He's a very reasonable guy.
He's a very nice guy.